UFC 137 in the books. I'm so very happy at the main event outcome. JMMA all day. Mr. Toucan. It's my first three-way. It's my first three-way.
Oh, dude, don't say it like that.
No, I'm saying it. No. Chuck say it, no homo. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes here.
No homo, no
on the way
homo.
shot of the vlog. Either way, listen. Pleasure for you guys to have you on here. The last vlog went over 800 views. That's like the most I've ever had. So hopefully I have a lot new people watching. Yes, a lot new people watching. And MMA Linker, thank you for all the support. And all the other Sure Dog and everybody else. It's been crazy. Usually I would go teamtakeover.tv, ironforgesiron.com. So, but you know what? Today I'm just going to go ironforgesiron.com. I don't know what the status is on the Team Takeover website.
Is it down?
It's down.
It's down.
It's down. And so we, I don't know what's doing. But, I try to contact...
Fox is sleeping, dude.
Yeah, I try to contact Bloodstain Lane, and he doesn't know what's going on. Either way, Iron Forges Iron, great website. People there work really, really hard to put my vlogs out and put out all this other information out for you guys between the gifts and the vids and all the other stuff. Great website. Highly recommend you guys checking it out. But I don't want to prolong this vlog here. First fight, Hatsu Hioki versus George Roop, and I give JMMA all day the first dibs at this. Your thoughts?
I just gotta say, fuck all the fucking haters on Team Takeover. I saw the forums. I saw the threads. I didn't even post on them because you guys are just fucking faggots. Haters, just haters. All the bullshit decisions that JMMA have gotten robbed in the UFC, and we can't get one back, and it wasn't even that questionable. Hioki arguably won round 1. He won round 2, and round 3, yeah, I'd say he lost, but he won 2 out of 3. Get off Hioki's nuts. He's the fucking he's gonna do big things. You know what I mean? It was his first fight in the UFC. He took him down with ease. You could see him fishing for that mounted triangle from the mount for the most of the second round. You could see that. He was real humble afterwards with his interviews. I really, really appreciate what he said afterwards, saying Japanese MMA is still alive. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. He says he doesn't train with a cage in his gym. I never really believed that was such a big fucking deal. But apparently, maybe it is. So maybe he needs to get a gym up there to Live in Nagoya and start doing work. But he trains, or he needs to just go stay at TriStar Gym with GSP and all them up there in Canada. Shout out to Steve Force Gun. He just needs to do it. But great performance. He took him down. He showed he had a good chin, ate some good punches, ate a couple head kicks. Hioki, he needs a couple more, and then I'd like to see a title shot. Let him just build his way up. Don't just throw him to the wolves. Let him build his way up, and he'll be a champion, I'm sure.
Yeah, you definitely have. You got to check it out. I'm sure there's going to be 2 or 3 more fights in him before we consider him a title contender. Wow, just to hate on that, and then people booing him at the place, ridiculous. I mean, Karen, you have anything else you want to add, except for the fact that I'd never seen anybody take somebody down at ease the way that this man does. Just amazing.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
The takedown to mount. The takedown to mount was fucking gorgeous. That was like Josh Barnett on Sergey Haritano perfection. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's not a problem. No, I agree with you 100%. I'm pretty tired of all the fucking people talking shit about Hioki. You know, it's his first fight in the UFC. Let him get, acclimated, and he'll be fine. He's gonna put up a good fight And I kind of said this before. I said that I think that he'd have to win in a decisive factor to get that shot at Aldo. But you're right though. I think he needs a couple of fights before he ends up getting that fight because he needs to get acclimated into that cage format. And I think that I don't know. I don't know who would be a next good contender for him. Who do you think?
I'd say give him anyone. I don't care if I don't Nam Fan. I wouldn't say
That
Diego
Fan would be a good
Nunez.
fight. Yeah,
Nam Fan is 1-2 though, and kind of undeserving of that shot at Haoki, I would say.
That's
But
true.
there's people there. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely people there that would be a good fight for him. Not Diego Nunez yet. I'm not ready for that. I would say that would be like title contention fight. I could see that possibly in the future for the 145-pound division. But I don't even know, to be honest with you. I don't know how deep the featherweight division really is there in the UFC.
Yeah, it's not as deep as some of the other divisions, that's for sure.
Second fight, Jeff Curran versus Scott Jorgensen. I didn't really care. I don't really care about this fight. The only thing I thought, I watched it.
Next fight.
Next fight. Only thing interesting was,
Just skip it.
Is Curran the only person that I think I've come across that's been in Strikeforce, Pride, Bellator, King of the Cage, WEC, and the UFC. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is pretty legit. I can respect that. I can respect that.
I don't think there's anybody else that really could say that they've been through every company. So that's pretty cool. I would actually like to
major promotion.
I got to get this guy on some type of vlog or radio thing just to ask him like what the deal is, like what's the difference, But nonetheless, third fight, Mirko Cro Cop versus Roy Nelson. It hurts me that he lost. It's not as bad as the Brendan Schaub fight. The reason why, because I wasn't there, number one, because I was at that fight. And number two, it kind of, we all kind of envisioned possibly Nelson winning. I had Nelson winning this fight. There's nothing much to say. I mean, aside from you guys, on my part. I mean, you guys could talk.
What do you think, Cameron?
Whatever anyone wants to say about Krokop, he had a great career. The guy is a legend. I mean, no one can deny him the fact that he is a legend. And he's going up against some of these people that are quite a bit younger than him. His timing seemed quite a bit off actually in this fight. He still seems. He said he was going to go after it in this fight. He was going to push forward, be the old Krokop, but he just didn't seem like that. His timing was off, and I just think that I think it's time for him to retire. And to tell you the truth, it wasn't the worst way for him to go out. I much rather like him going out this way, considering the way he went out against Roy Nelson, Brendan Schaub.
Or Frank
because I can't stand Brendan Schaub in my So, I don't know. What do you think, Chuck?
I think it's a sad day. Keep the legends remembered. Sakuraba, Krokop, Fedor. Honor them. Don't let anyone tarnish their name. You know what they've done for the sport. If you're a true fan of the sport, you can't deny their accomplishments and their accolades that they should get. You know what I mean? And it's just sad he just wasn't the same Krokop coming from Pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
I wasn't the same Krokop.
I respect the fact that he was man enough to say that, man, when I came to the UFC, I really kind of dropped the ball. I could respect that. I could definitely respect that,
Yeah.
Man, the guy's a legend, and it's not my pride nut hugging that's doing it. There's a lot of times I get accused of being a pride nut hugger. Krokop is just an established legend in the sport, so I mean you can leave it at that.
From K1 to Pride, and now I hope he does some pro pro wrestling in Japan.
I just want to see the guy talk. I just want to see him talk, sing. I just want to see him around, you know?
Do anything. Just be a part of the sport. Train some young guys to come up. Corner them. I want to see him. He's so important to the sport. So important to the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. No, I agree.
Fourth fight, Czech Congo versus Matt Mitrione. Really disappointed by this. Really, really disappointed. Mitrione has been begging for this fight for a little over a year, and going in, I'm in the best shape. If Congo beats me, he's gonna be beating the best Matt Mitrione, and I believed the hype a little bit. I didn't think there was a hype behind it, but I thought that, Congo's usually the gatekeeper to the heavyweight division, and here it is, from being, a low tier guy to high, just a upper echelon fighter, and then I figured that Mitrione could possibly be the gatekeeper from now on, and now, he just was. Pussy. He didn't go after Congo. He didn't. Obviously, he just kind of backed out. It was a little bit of this jucking and jiving, and then nothing. There's no substance to it. And Congo took him down with ease. I think Rogan said it best that Mitrione needs to working from his back and takedown defense. Chuck,
let me tell you the one thing I remember from that fight. I was eating the bombest fucking Colombian ceviche I've ever had. That is all I remember from that fight. I had the tostada, the shrimp, and the avocado, the crab, the tomato, everything. It was the most amazing ceviche I've ever had. Shout out to my sister's Colombian boyfriend. Matt Mitrione, Czech Congo. It was bullshit. I could give two fucks about it. I like Czech Congo. I like Czech Congo because he goes for it. For Mitrione, like you said, pussy straight. You wasted my time. That's the co-main event. Am I right? That was the co-main?
Yes, sir.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Give me a complete card for one fucking time. One time. Give me just a complete card. Like, Cerrone should have been on the main card. Jorgensen, what the fuck is that doing on the main card? And Mitrione Congo is a co-main? Nah, that's like Spike TV shit right there.
Yeah.
That's Facebook prelim status.
Cameron?
For me, at least.
I agree 100% with Chuck. That was a horrible fight, man. Mitrione let me down quite a bit too. He talked about how great everything was for him, but it just kind of showed that he isn't up to Czech Congo's maybe B-level status. He's not even close, and I had a feeling this was going to go to the ground by Czech Congo, just because I knew Mitrione's takedown defense was terrible. And Czech Congo kind of goes to that, especially if he feels any kind of power to his face, and it just, after I watched this fight, I was so pumped for this card, man. I was very pumped to watch, especially the main event. And I was like, man, this is gonna be a great card. And after I got to this point, I was like, shit, BJ and Nick better put on a great performance, otherwise this card is gonna destroy MMA, because so far we haven't really had a great card. Hioki had a rough start. That was probably the second best fight on the whole pay-per-view card. So
it was a good card in the sense that Hioki won, Japan won.
Yeah,
that set my night off just right. Because if he would have lost, I would have been fucking bitter and just been a prick the whole night. And the co-main event was good in a sense that I was just chowing the fuck down on some bomb ceviche. I had time to go smoke and prepare for the 209, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I knew the main event was going to be epic. There's no way any Nick Diaz fight is less than entertaining. You know what I mean? And on to that.
Let's get to it. BJ Penn, Nick Diaz, amazing fight. I saw it as this. I saw it as if Penn usually has an issue with gassing. As of late, it hasn't been that much of an issue where it really affects his fights. But I said, if there's a person in this sport who knows how to push the pace in any fight and knows how to dictate the pace and comes forward and comes, and not like it's Vanderlei used to know how to push forward. But
Yeah.
if there's anybody that knows how to push forward with no abandon, it's Nick Diaz. And boy did he beat Penn to a bloody pulp. I mean, he destroyed
Definitely.
BJ Penn, and BJ Penn does not get destroyed. I consider Frankie Edgar an amazing fighter. I consider a lot of the guys amazing fighters. And Nick Diaz, I mean, put on a performance of a life. If you don't believe that there's a possibility that Nick Diaz, whether you're a GSP fan or not, that Nick Diaz could beat GSP, you're delusional, man. This guy is amazing. The fact that
he's coming for that ass.
Woo, the fact that he stuck his head out there and was taking jabs to the face and just pushing over. I mean, the first round, Penn won the first round. I started to get a little nervous because I'm a Nick Diaz fan, definitely. But I knew it was only a matter of time before Diaz kind of started teeing off, and that's exactly what he did. He cornered Penn to the side of the cage and legitimately just beat him senseless with combinations that were not just straight to the face. Usually guys are going crazy on the face. He was hitting the body, the arms, the shoulders, the face, the side of the head. I mean, he was all over the place. Wow, Nick Diaz is the truth, man. He's the truth. I'm done.
Is that a Rowdy Piper cup?
Yes, it is, actually. I'm glad that you noticed that.
Shout outs to Rowdy. I can respect that.
I'm done. I'm losing my voice. Go ahead, Chuck.
Nick Diaz, man, what can you say about him? I've been saying this for like a year and a half that he's the pound for pound the best welterweight in the world. And even if you want to say he had arguable competition compared to GSP in the UFC, then, I just don't really believe it. First off, it wasn't that much better. And Diaz, he's always entertaining. How can you not be a fan of Nick Diaz? You know what I mean? You must be French Canadian if you don't like Nick Diaz. Or straight edge. Or I don't even fucking know. But the guy always comes to get it. He had BJ, like you said, in that corner. He's just throwing body shots. Boom, boom, boom. Body, face. Like, throwing beautiful combinations, just staking BJ Penn constantly, and even just eating the shots that BJ Penn had to throw. And even in the press conference, he was saying, I ate a lot of shots I shouldn't have taken. I was just letting him hit me. I wasn't 100%. Imagine Nick Diaz at 100%, because they literally had him, like Bloodstain Lane said, they had him coming into this fight, some shitty fucking shallow promoter type shit, where they try and pin him, put him up against one of his like homies, and just try and get him uninspired to work out, and just try and make the worst situation for him to come in. You know what I mean? And he wasn't. I don't think he was all that willing to finish BJ Penn, because he could have finished BJ Penn if he wanted to. I just think, man, the GSP fight, he's going to be a fucking monster. He is going to be a fucking monster, and he is going to destroy GSP. I'm thinking because GSP's probably going to get the takedown and live by the takedown in that fucking fight. Takedowns and elbows, trying to cut him, trying to get a TKO stoppage. Nick Diaz is going to sub him out. Definitely.
Cameron?
And that's what I'm saying even now. Cam, what do you think?
God, what a great fight again. Like everyone else, like what you guys are saying, that was, everyone knew it was going to be a great fight. Nick Diaz is just, I knew that he was going to overwhelm BJ with strikes. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. I mean, do you see how badly BJ's face was beaten up? I mean, nobody else has ever done that to him. Nobody. I mean, that just tells you, BJ's a great boxer, back all I forgot how long ago it was. I think it was back probably about 3 years ago. I think Eddie Roach said that BJ had the best boxing in MMA. No, I don't think so. I'm sorry, but I will tell you right now that Nick Diaz is the best boxer in MMA today. I mean, without a doubt, that was a great technical fight. I mean, BJ threw some nice shots, but man, Nick Diaz is a beast with boxing. Like Wayne was saying, just body to head, and just punishing him. Without a doubt, it just was was a great fight to watch. Now I'm interested to see what GSP is going to do because I know he's not going to want to stand with Nick Diaz because Nick Diaz is going to keep putting pressure on him. I think what's going to happen is he's going to try to take him down. But I was very impressed with Nick Diaz's scramble from the one takedown. I think it was in the first round, and it just depends how well. The guy's got cardio forever. He's probably got the best cardio in MMA, without a doubt. And it just depends on what will happen when he takes him down and what he will be able to do. And I agree with Chuck. I think he might be able to the submission to get a submission over George, but just depends. I just hope that GSP isn't holding down for 5 rounds. That's what I'm worried about.
I'm worried about that too. I've been talking about that fight for a long time. I just think that's going to be a lay and pray battle. The only good thing is that Nick Diaz is great off his back. He knows how to work out of the guard. So, I mean, he's got a very active guard, and it all depends on whether judges look at that, Sometimes your Japanese judges, they look at that stuff too. They appreciate the, working from your back. But sometimes the American judges, and I'm just saying judges in America, they usually will watch, oh, the guy is in a dominant position or because he's on top, and that's it, So
They should bring in the yellow card for that fight.
Yep.
Enact the yellow card for that fight. That shit won't happen. I guarantee it.
Yeah, so I mean, hopefully we get a good judge and a referee that's aware of what could possibly happen in that fight, and keeps it active and hopefully we'll see what it goes. But that's it. UFC 137 in the books. A great card. I think it was a great card. Very emotional. I mean, it wasn't the best card in the world. Definitely an emotional card. I had the jitters for Crow Cop. I had the jitters during the Mitrione fight.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just really, really good card.
I was scared the whole Haoki fight. My fucking hands were sweating. I was.
You people got to realize for weeks now. For weeks, Chuck's been talking about Haoki. For weeks, this guy's been talking about, he's got to win. He's got this man. This might have been the last vlog you would have seen if that guy
I said this about Gomi, Omagawa, fucking everybody who came into the UFC. From JMMA, at least. Even the non-Japanese guys like Santiago, you know what I'm saying? They just don't do it.
We've been arguing over this, Aldo and Haoki, for a little while now, but we'll see how it goes.
Right now I'm going Aldo, but not for long. Haoki will get a couple good fights in a couple amazing submissions.
Yeah. I think Haoki, once he gets some more time in the octagon, I think he's got more ways to win than Aldo does. Aldo's got probably the best, way better stand-up, but you got to look at who he was fighting. He was fighting a guy that was really tall and lanky, had a little bit of reach advantage against him, I think, and so I think that Haoki will come out on top in the end. I don't know. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, should be exciting.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. The radio show will soon be enacted, if I said that correctly. Chuck and I are working on it for two reasons. Number one, a lot of times I've been scared to have fighters on the vlog, mainly because there's so many. Sometimes it could be a lot of technical issues, and I don't want to embarrass myself. So as a backup, what I did was I started up a radio thing through Vlog Talk Radio. I'm gonna eventually put the link up. Chuck and I are gonna try to start off the radio show with a bang. Hopefully, no homo with somebody with somebody that at least because we don't know how long it's going to take to transfer it over to iTunes. There's a lot of little, much like this vlog, there was a lot of stuff with production wise where we had to work on. Nonetheless, that's going on. Chuck, do you want to plug anything for now?
Oh, just ironforgeisiron.com, the best MMA website that there is.
Cameron?
You'll probably see this on there in a couple days, or you can go on MMA Linker and talk your shit. Either way, we'll be there to say what up.
Yeah,
Thanks for watching.
if there's somebody in MMA Linkers on here, I tried registering for the website so I could defend my honor and my name, and for some reason I have not gotten the name, my verification email. Yeah, man.
Send the confirmation email, bros.
Yeah, I'll
of?
defend myself. I'll defend myself, for God's sake. But either way, to all my haters, thank you, and to all the people that watch, thank you.
Come at us.
Hell yeah.
Come at us.
And you can always get on this vlog. There is an open invitation to get on this vlog. Cameron?
Come at us, guys.
Cameron seems to be the guy that everybody hates.
No,
I know.
Everybody
talks shit on Cameron.
People got pissed off. The biggest thing I'm pissed off about is all the people on Team Takeover forums. Seems like we got a lot of Sherdog people over onto our forum. I mean, they're hating on Hioki, and there was like 4 or 5 threads based on Hioki's performance. I mean, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Okay, he had one bad. Okay, look at Shogun. He had a couple bad performance against Forrest Griffin, and then he had a bad performance against
John Jones.
Coleman. Well, and John Jones too, but I'm saying before that, and then he came back and kicked ass. Just because people have one bad performance, I mean, it's like that whole thing. It's like you judge a person by their last fight. Okay, that's bullshit. You need to judge a person by their whole entire career. And so
the way that the Zuffa zombies work, it's one and done. It's always been one and done.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's how it
once
is.
you get a spectacular KO, they're back on your nutsack.
Yes.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Ride or die.
Either way.
It happened with Gomi.
IronForgesIron.com. Check out the website. Check out the website. Shout out to Zombie Prophet, Bloodstain Lane, my good buddy Bloodstain Lane, and IQ Wrestler, the best. IQ Wrestler. We are Team Takeover. I don't see anybody else doing anything for the website or just doing anything productive in general. I'll say it because I feel like I have the right to say it. Nonetheless, we will do this again. UFC 138 is coming up. I don't know how many people are going to watch that vlog. So, I don't know if we'll do a prediction. Maybe we'll just do a recap and keep this on for like 2 weeks.
Maybe we'll just post a video that's like 5 seconds. It'll just be us, and we'll be like, nobody fucking cares.
Yeah.
That'll be it.
There it is. And please subscribe, comment, add me on Twitter. You got all 3 of our Twitter names on here. And if you want to
come talk shit, come find us.
Yeah, if you want to talk as much as you want about Cameron. On any one of those media social media websites. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining me. Peace out, guys.